And Scott Weaver's already lost an engine going in turn one. There we see heavy smoke out of the back of Weaver's car. And so far there is not a caution as he gets the car down off the racetrack. That's a tough break for the young man early on in the race.
Short day for our lucky 13th qualifier. Meanwhile, up front, it was Swain getting the drop on Hutto. Hutto got the jump a little bit, but Swain was able to pull back away from him as the number 2 car goes to pit road, and the yellow flag has come out. So they will bring the field quickly under the yellow. We have a second car that stopped out there, and I believe that would be the 56.
It looks like 95 of Greg Goodell, Goody Goodell, from up in Asheville, North Carolina.
No relation to that caution flag, and here's the look from the onboard camera.
Jimmy Gross sees Scott Weaver's car going up in smoke, and this is what I was talking about. Visibility is very, very limited. And we see Gross is one of the cars that backed off, went to the apron of the racetrack, and he can see nothing. And NASCAR said, look, some guys lost so much space on the racetrack. Let's throw the caution, let them close back up.
That's no way to spin it. I understand.
No, he's missed a couple of races already. And I tell you what, these guys are closing in. And Hutto is trying to look on the inside of Hopgood. Can't quite make it.
They've opened up a pretty good gap over Christian Elder, who's done a great job. We'll get another car in trouble here.
That's the 80 car of Eddie Kelly. He has made contact with the inside retaining wall on the backstretch, which does bring out the caution flag.
We talk about Bristol being a tough place to race, even for the experienced veterans of Winston Cup. For these youngsters, some still teenagers, many in their early 20s, trying to make their way toward the big leagues of racing, it's a pretty daunting place, and we've already seen a couple of guys experiencing the problem.
There we see Kelly spinning around, coming down, and boom, just at the last instant, the car noses right into the inside retaining wall.
Ability, very much an issue already here today. Right?
Oh, and Hutto spins coming off the 4th corner, and so far has not made contact, and no caution flag.
Just nudged it in.
No caution yet. He's sitting there waiting for the caution, but they're not going to throw it. You better go, David. Not in front of the leaders.
One lap car between them. That's that Jasper engine. Whoa, and he just bumped the wall.
He's hit the wall, and that will bring out Shirley. Oh, Shirley through the caution. Yes.
There it is.
Now that will allow Hutto to catch up.
Hutto was about 3 car lengths in front of the leader and right alongside the 55 car when around went Steve Barnes after the problem that he had earlier with the machine. Obviously, the reason for the spin is apparent here. I don't think he ripped that wheel off with the contact with the wall. Here's how Hutto got in trouble in the first place.
Well, we see Jake Hopgood slipped up the hill, and Hutto dove on the inside and trying to avoid hitting Hopgood, turned the car too sharply, spun himself out.
He sits there perpendicular to the racetrack, looking at the flagman, saying, throw Goody's dash regular. Take you back through the field summary here. It's been a Swain Hopgood show. However, we have seen Hutto.
Oh, we got a Rusty Wise is in the inside wall hard as he came off turn 4.
Goody's Dash drivers having a very tough time with Bristol today. And Benny, I wonder if the fact that it is so hot that we're running here, not quite in the heat of the day, but close to it, might be part of that.
That could be part of it, because you know that the racetrack is a little bit slippier, more slick than it was yesterday. Look at the damage to the rear of that car.
He hit her a ton. Rusty Wise out of Cherryville, North Carolina. Mobile Pontiac. Here's how it happened.
Here comes off the corner. There you see him. He just loses control. And watch this. Man, he slams in that out inside wall.
A lot of damage to that car. Picking up a spot. Bryant finally works his way around. The battle continues, and that is going to drop Christian Elder back a spot. Elder's car seems to be going away a little bit. He had been up there contending. What more trouble? This is the 71 going around. That would be B.J. Mackey. Is that right, Benny?
Looks like B.J. is spun down in the corner. Also, Jake Hopgood, the wins car. Now, he's not letting him get away, although Mike Swain might be just keeping that spot in the rearview mirror.
Let's get more on Swain's situation from trackside.
Well, I managed to talk to crew chief Ron Fox, and he said he is reporting that the car is getting a little bit loose, but obviously not loose enough for anybody to catch it, guys.
That's as good a loose race car as I've seen.
Oh, we've got John Redmond, I think, is crashed up in the corner. Right in front of the leaders. Caution flag is out.
And right behind the 76 ball. There he is. John Redmond out of Fairfax Station, Virginia, has had a terrible weekend here at Bristol. He came in 3rd in the points, qualified, what was it, Benny? 28th, I think. and now has crashed the car. So
The reason they're pitting.
on lap 55 of 150, here's a look at the spin that sent Redmond into the wall.
That's on Jimmy Gross's Liberty printing car.
Here on this now 76 lap old run, much of which has been under yellow. So for Hutto, it's kind of a bragging rights thing at this point. Two-time winner, trouble for the 84 car. Around goes John Whaley for the second time today. Gathers it back up, no caution.
His pit stop.
That's impressive.
That is impressive.
So he'll definitely.
Now we've got another
make
car spun coming off the second corner. Oh, and is that the leader that spun or Jimmy Gross has spun? Trying to avoid, I guess it's Jimmy Gross. Is that 26 or 28? That's 28, isn't it?
28 car.
And David Hutto.
Swaim is involved in it.
And that was David Hutto also involved in the crash, I do believe.
The leaders all tangled up at turn 2. The complexion of this race changes dramatically on lap 84. And there is the damage to what has been the lead car all day. Found in the middle of a traffic jam in turn 2. Here's how it started.
Gary Moore, the 7-car spins coming off the corner. Now then, Hutto is trying to get his lap back. Cars are going by, but meanwhile, Swaim comes off the corner. And we see Swaim as, I don't know, just he spun for some reason. Here comes Hutto.
Soldiered along consistently, quietly, kept himself out of trouble. Now has a shot at the top spot. I think they improved Elder's car a bit when they worked on it during that pit stop.
Oh, we got a crash. One of the Hopgoods that spun looks like Jake. And 64, and is that Chris Hall in 33?
Sure
yes,
enough.
it is.
The onboard camera gets a view of the inside wall as Jake Hopgood, the 6th-ranked driver in the series, starts this by going around and around. And on lap 105, we have our 8th caution flag of the day. He's done. Window net is down.
Let's see if we can see what happens. We see Hopgood come off the corner. He was right in front of Mike Swaim. He goes down, and did he make contact? Yes, he did. Contact with the inside wall, and here comes Chris Hall spinning down to the inside, and wow, I don't think he made any contact with the wall. No. Jim Suggs, that works with Dixie Medical, and trying to push Chris Hall.
Fitting up right now to put him alongside. And he'll drive right on
Tell you what, this is. Whoa, and he goes around. The rear tire just comes off. Looks like he broke a hub or something, and all those cars sitting right in front of him. The tire is still, maybe broke a wheel.
I wonder, we'll try to get the analysis of what happened. It's the second time today we've seen a wheel go flying, and this time it put that car into the wall hard. Swaim really took a lick, and here comes the wheel bounding down pit road and finally come to rest all the way down to turn 1.
It's still going.
Well, it's still going.
Oh,
it's going to try to make it to turn 2. That's a pretty hard hit.
Yes, it is a very, very hard hit. We see where the tire has just almost ripped the back of the car off. That looks like an axle shaft or something.
We'll see what it looked like from Swaim's viewpoint. Man,
goes around, hit pretty hard with the left side of the car, and there we see the tire bouncing around. And he's facing all that traffic as he goes by, and Hopgood just barely gets. He must have been a little scared when he saw. Comes down the hill, blocks that move.
Be very careful here at Bristol that you don't drop those left side tires down onto the flat.
Now, and the wall he goes. Hard cut now down the inside wall. Heavy, heavy contact, and the caution flag is out.
They will discuss that one after the race, I guarantee you. Did Mackey get back in front of Huffman there at the yellow to go just 2 laps down? Not enough laps left, I don't think, for it.
Once again, look on the outside. It goes in the corner, and there we see the contact. Just slight contact, but enough. And, I mean, he slammed that wall. I'm talking about Christian Elder in the 21. Just might. He started back in 24th spot. He's up to 3rd place, and he is giving Ricky Bryant all that he wants right now. And we see the 47 car. He loses a tire. Wheel has broken a wheel or something. The car is sitting on the backstretch. That will bring the caution flag out. Keith Wilson had a good run going.
3rd time today we've seen a wheel go bouncing. Broken axles, broken spindles. The race will not end under caution in this division, by the way. So at lap 38, as we go back to our, whatever it was, our 9th caution of the day, I believe.
And that tire's still going. Let's see Keith Wilson, the 47 car, and all of a sudden, a tire just leaves the right front. I guess he broke a, I would think, broke a right front hub or possibly a wheel. And I thought that he hit the wall. Actually, he did not hit the wall.
Doesn't look like he did. 7 to go. Green is up.
And Brian Hopgood is on the inside. He's going to take that spot away. I'm talking about Will Hopgood. But Bryant fights back, but he can't.
Oh, and Jake got into Bryant big time.
Big time, heavy contact with both those cars, and other cars are spinning down the inside. Meanwhile, they're coming back to the caution flag once again.
Man. Well, Jake didn't hit Dad anyway. Figure it out here.
There we see the 65 car. He goes by Bryant, and Bryant he backed off the throttle. I don't think there was contact with Will Hopgood. He backed off because he didn't have his angle right to get off the corner, and he was trying to.
So we'll be leaving you quickly and then coming back right away at 7 o'clock with the truck race. Also, we've got NASCAR Today coming up. So I should say RPM Today coming up. So a lot of racing action as we get back to the green to decide it all. Great restart, and Huffman may have won the race right there, Benny.
Yes, he might have. Will Hopgood, the 64 car, just does not seem to be able to close up. Here they come. White flag is in the air.
A lap to go for the leader, Robert Huffman, as he attempts to pull off the hat trick, his 3rd consecutive victory in the Goody's Dash Series. Hopgood has nothing for him as they work turn 3 and 4. The high banks at Bristol. The checkered flag is out, and Robert Huffman from 14th starting spot, the series leader, puts the checkered flag in the bag and finally heads for victory lane in this long and somewhat destructive 150 lapper here today. Will Hopgood, the former champion.